Welcome to another episode of Embrace and Restore. This week, I'm going to title our episode The Emotionally Intelligent Leader. No, it's going to be a special series inspired by the empowering principles of Embrace and Restore. Now, Embrace and Restore has been dedicated to growth and understanding in education whilst championing social emotional learning for educators. Now we're broadening that lens. And the core tenets of emotional intelligence are universally critical. We know that. It's forming the bedrock of effective leadership across every industry, especially in those of you're stepping into new leadership roles or aiming to elevate your impact. So, we're looking at the emotionally intelligent leader today. In today's dynamic yet often disruptive global landscape, a compelling argument is being made by experts and seasoned executives alike. And what is that? Emotional intelligence isn't just a nice to have for leaders, it's rapidly becoming the defining characteristic of impactful leadership, potentially outweighing purely technical powers. Yep. Emotional intelligence at its heart is our capacity to perceive and comprehend and skillfully manage our own emotional state while also recognizing and understanding and thoroughly influencing the emotions of those we lead and or even collaborate with. So, let us focus on the foundational and the internal pillars of emotional intelligence for every aspiring and established leaders. And those are self awareness, yes, and self management, correct. Self awareness sounds simple, yet it's the profound cornerstone upon which all other emotional intelligence competencies are built. For a leader, particularly an emerging leader, finding their footing, self awareness is about more than just a casual understanding of your strengths and weaknesses. It's about cultivating a deep, unflinching understanding of your emotional landscape, your core values, your passions, your biases, your triggers, and critically, how your emotional state and subsequent behaviors impact your team, your peers, and your organizational objectives. Let us think in self awareness. Think about it. When you, as a leader, are keenly self aware, you can navigate complex, high stakes situations with greater clarity and purpose. You can sense when, let me think about it. Yes, you can sense when your stress levels are rising before they boil over into a reactive decision or a demotivating comment. This internal clarity allows you to authentically leverage your strengths. For instance, if you know you excel at strategic thinking but struggle with public speaking, self awareness allows you to proactively seek support or development in that area rather than avoiding it or becoming defensive. This is crucial for emerging leaders who are still defining their leadership style and building credibility. Are you aware of the subtle signals your body gives when you're feeling overwhelmed? How do you deeply hold, how does those values that are innate, seemingly, deeply held values, how do they influence your decision making? Especially when faced with ethical dilemmas or competing priorities. Probably a challenge for those who hold particular religious convictions. No, developing this crucial skill requires a commitment to introspection. Yep, gotta look within, and a courageous openness to feedback. Tools like journaling, mindfulness exercises, and actively soliciting 360-degree feedback. Yes, even when it's uncomfortable, are invaluable. Invaluable to your leadership, to your aspiring career, to your relationships at home, and to your relationships in the workplace. No, consider this challenge for yourself this week. Identify one situation where you felt under pressure. What emotions arose? What was your immediate, unfiltered internal reaction? And how did you ultimately respond? What did that teach you, about your triggers and your default patterns? Yes, and it's not just because I want to give you an exercise, but this kind of reflective practice is essential for growth. Self awareness also directly fuels your ability to be an authentic leader. As you lead from a place of genuine understanding of who you are and what you stand for, this authenticity is a powerful magnet for trust and engagement. So much for this week. Thank you so much for joining, and I look forward to the next session where again we will focus on leaders, emerging leaders. I'm Diana Davis Smith. Embrace and restore.